AI's governance, from experiments to accountable value. The question for every executive in large organization today is no longer if they should use AI, but whether they can do so in a way that is safe, explainable, and defensible to regulators, to their boards, and to the public. That, fundamentally, is what AI governance is all about. What we mean by AI governance. At its core, AI governance is the set of rules, standards, and processes that ensure AI systems are developed and deployed responsibly. This is not a new compliance silo. Done well, it's simply an extension of your existing corporate governance, risk, and control frameworks into this new, complex class of technology. Practically, good AI governance should give leaders confidence that AI is aligned with the corporate strategy and the organization's risk appetite. Roles and accountabilities are crystal clear across business, technology, risk, and audit functions. Models are designed, tested, deployed, and monitored under disciplined, repeatable processes. And crucial issues can be detected early, escalated quickly, and remediated transparently. In other words, governance is the essential set of guardrails that allows you to confidently pursue the upside of AI without sleepwalking into reputational, regulatory, or financial damage. Understanding where the risk actually sits, inside the AI system. To govern AI sensibly, we need to be precise about what an AI system actually is. Most enterprise systems ingest data as input and produce outputs that mimic or augment human decision-making. At the center is the AI model, highly engineered code that learns patterns from historical data and uses them to predict, classify, or generate content. Three characteristics of this setup are particularly important for decision-makers. 1. Human-generated data brings human bias. Because models are trained on human decisions and behavior, they inevitably absorb human biases, some obvious, many subtle. Left unmanaged, the model will faithfully reproduce and, in some cases, amplify those patterns. 2. Data can carry privacy and IP risk. Training and prompt data often contain personal data, commercially sensitive information, or copyright-protected material. Without careful controls, that information can leak into model outputs or be exposed through prompt injection attacks and other adversarial techniques. This is a serious brand trust problem. 3. Accuracy often trades off against transparency. Many powerful models, especially deep learning and foundation models, are black boxes. They can be extremely accurate, but also hard to interpret. When neither the builder nor the business owner can explain why the model made a particular decision, it becomes incredibly difficult to justify that decision to regulators, courts, or the affected individuals. This has direct implications for sectors governed by fairness, explainability, or non-discrimination requirements. Finally, remember these systems are not static. Models that work well at launch will drift as the data environment and customer behavior shift. Governance that ignores this dynamic risk and focuses only on launch approval is destined to fail. The regulatory environment is hardening. Around the world, regulators are moving from principles to concrete obligations. In the EU, the AI Act is now the first comprehensive legal framework for AI, taking a risk-based approach to uses ranging from unacceptable to limited and high risk. High-risk systems, including those in employment, credit scoring, and critical infrastructure, face stringent requirements on risk management, data quality, transparency, human oversight, and monitoring, with significant fines for non-compliance. Bans on certain manipulative applications take effect in February 2025, with the broader framework following in 2026. In the US and beyond, the NIST AI Risk Management Framework, or AIRMF, has emerged as a de facto benchmark. It provides a voluntary but influential structure for identifying, assessing, and managing AI risks across the lifecycle. Regulators are publishing expectations anchored in the same core themes: transparency, robustness, fairness, accountability, and human oversight. In this environment, wait and see is quickly becoming an impossible position to defend. What good AI governance looks like. For senior decision-makers, AI governance needs to be tangible. The organizations that are moving fastest and safest tend to have 5 key elements in place. 1. A clear AI strategy linked to risk appetite. Define where AI is strategically critical versus where it is experimental. Explicitly identify no-go areas. For example, opaque models in safety-critical applications or automated adverse employment decisions without human review. Align AI initiatives with existing risk appetite statements so trade-offs are visible and deliberate. 2. A cross-functional governance structure. Establish an AI risk or governance committee with representation from business, technology, data, risk, legal, compliance, and internal audit. Give it a clear mandate. Approve high-risk use cases, set standards, and report to the board. Crucially, clarify ownership. Who is ultimately accountable for the AI system's behavior in production? 3. Controls across the model lifecycle. Governance must follow the model from concept to retirement. Design and data. Ensure training data is appropriately sourced, consented, and subject to quality checks. Development and validation. Perform structured testing for accuracy, robustness, security, and bias, including scenario-based testing for edge cases. Deployment. Set approval gates with sign-off from both business and risk functions. Monitoring and change management. Track performance and model drift, and maintain a complete audit trail of changes. Many organizations are now building central model registries to inventory systems, their risk category, and regulatory obligations. This becomes the backbone of AI governance. 4. Operational guardrails at the front line. For high-impact or customer-facing systems, you need operational safeguards. Human-in-the-loop review for critical decisions. Clear escalation paths when frontline staff or customers challenge an AI-supported decision. Kill switches or rollback mechanisms if a model behaves unexpectedly. Internal red teaming and stress testing, especially for generative AI, to probe for jailbreaks, toxic outputs, and data leakage. These measures turn abstract principles like human oversight into operational reality. 5. Skills, literacy, and culture. Governance depends on people understanding what they are governing. This means board and C-suite education on AI capabilities and regulatory developments. It means training for product owners on how to apply AI policies in practice. And it means creating incentives that reward raising issues early and treating AI incidents with the same seriousness as a cybersecurity or financial reporting incident. An AI system is only as responsible as the culture around it. 5 questions every senior leader should be asking. To assess whether your organization is ready for this next phase of adoption, here are 5 essential questions you should be asking today. 1. Do we have a single, up-to-date inventory of AI systems and use cases across the group, with clear owners and risk classifications? 2. For high-risk uses, can we demonstrate to a regulator, today, how the model was trained, tested, approved, and is being monitored? 3. Where are we using black box models, and what mitigations do we have in place when we cannot fully explain an outcome? 4. How are we aligning our internal standards with emerging external frameworks, such as the EU AI Act and NIST AI RMF, rather than reinventing our own in isolation? This is a crucial digital strategy question. 5. When something goes wrong, a biased output, a privacy incident, a hallucinated response, do we have a defined playbook for investigation, communication, and remediation? If you cannot answer these questions confidently, the priority is not another pilot or proof of concept. It is to build the governance foundations that will allow your organization to scale AI safely. Governance as a competitive advantage. The differentiator over the next few years won't be who experiments the most. It will be the ability to turn those experiments into durable, compliant, trusted systems. Organizations that treat AI governance as a strategic enabler, rather than a late-stage obstacle, will be better placed to adopt powerful models early, negotiate with regulators from a position of credibility, and sustain public trust when incidents occur. The promise of AI is real. The risks are real. Governance is how you ensure that your organization captures the former without being blindsided by the latter. This article is just a small part of a larger publication. The book this chapter is part of contains a detailed, practical roadmap that translates all of this advice into an implementation plan for a large organization. We invite you to sign up for Alien Mind, our monthly digest on accountable AI and digital strategy. We are offering listeners a free diagnostic for the integration of AI solutions within your business, or even for private matters.